Hello! Hello! So, I'm going to do kind of a video going over the Quidam CD application that was on the actual Quidam CD release. So, for example, if you have a Quidam album of any kind, so if you have like the original 1996 release, or if you have the extended album, which is what I have, turns out it comes with this application, which is basically like a bunch of bonus content and bonus goodies if you're a Quidam fan like myself. So when you first pop in the disk, you get these files, which you have media, which I'll link this is in just a second. You have QuickTime, which is, if you know what that is, QuickTime is stuff. Here's a README, which is in French, but I'll show you the English version in a second. So basically you get a bunch of instructions on how to use it. So if you actually do own the Quidam album and you want to try this for yourself, I highly recommend, it's not highly recommend, it's like a mandatory thing that you go into the properties when you click on it and change the setting to reduced color mode and make sure it's 256 color, because if you don't, it will really screw with colors. It'll turn like a bunch of things green. It's eye puke. Do not do it. So you have two applications. You have Quidam 31 and Quidam 95. What this means is you have a MS-DOS version. Well, I mean, technically it's also MS-DOS. This is also MS-DOS, but you have Windows 3.1 and you have 95. So since we're in the modern age of Windows, well, 11, this is 10. This still works, this does not. So when you first start the application, you will have French and English. That's a little better, yeah. So yeah, the first thing you see is Boom Boom. I will wait on showing you what that does, because that's a little bit weirder. So, you see all these hats, and what you can do is you can click on them. So I'll click on this one. And you'll basically take this little page about the Ebola Act. So you see the actors, you see all the women. You look around, you can see various pictures and screenshots from the show. And you hear a rendition of Effon's de Sayer in the background, which is really cool. So that's kind of how all of them work. So that's the Ebolas. And here you have hand balancing. And yeah, take whatever playing in the background, or like a rendition of it. It's like a MIDI sounding thing. It's really interesting. I've never heard it before. It's really cool. So scrolling, you see here is basically this is the jump roping act, the skipping rope, whatever we call it. You have various characters from that act. So you have like the soloist, you have people in the background, have Boom Boom. The coolest thing is you have this little video playing, which is kind of like a little clip from the actual show. So I'll let it play. And yes, the guitar really does sound like that. I feel like that might be just a sound thing, considering this is a 30-year-old disc playing on modern hardware, so there's probably some sound thing not right. So I'll probably try and run this on an actual 95 hardware and mess with it. So yeah, it's pretty... It's like reversed. There's like some audio channels not being used and they should be, so I don't know the issue. I'll try and figure it out later. But yeah, it's almost done, I think. And yeah, it's really that compressed, which is kind of it's really funny because it's showing you the age of this thing, which is just so cool. So just keep moving on. You have over here, this I think yes is the German wheel, which is really cool because you hear incantation play in the background. You get to see various pictures of Crystal Shula. It's so cool. Look at him go! So cool. That's really cool. I love it. That's really it. So moving back, we have the Bankline Act. And yeah, it's Matthew LeBlanc in it, which is really cool. Because, you know, Matthew LeBlanc, he's great. You love Matthew LeBlanc. It's also really interesting how the main actor in the Bankline Act was originally in this weird yellow jumpsuit. Or, not really jumpsuit, suspenders, I guess. It's really cool, seeing how, like, costumes have, like, evolved and changed. It's so cool. So, moving on, we have the Juggling Act. Or, no, sorry, my bad, the Statue Act. Actually, what you can do with the application is you can, click on the, like, various acts. So, there's anything to this, there's no pictures or anything like that, and the music is just the wind sound effect, so, kind of a little bit of a letdown, but, you know. Over here, we have the Juggling Act. Which really was a three-person act, but I thought really cool. So, I'll let loop and I'll close it up. That's how it ends, like loop. It's so weird. So what you can do is you can scroll up, and it'll take you to some of the aerial acts. So for example, here is the Tissue Act. That's a loop on that. Be careful, this is a loud ass thunder effect. Pretty loud, not a huge fan of it. But here we have a video of the chord release, which is really cool. This video is like significantly shorter than what's only about like half a minute long. It's not that long, which kind of sucks too, because I really wish we got to hear Matthew also in this, because like I know there's a recording of him out there in this, but like it's like partial and it's like it cuts out some bits, so a little bit of a letdown, but yeah. We have the Aerial Hoops Act. And yeah, the loop does end on that high note. It's so weird. Not a huge fan of it. We have this, which I think this is, yeah, the Cloud Swing Act. Team Apple Bot, so great. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, going back down, I'm sure we'll click on Boom Boom does. Thunder happens. Got this little hole in the ground. Let's use this underground section. So I'm going to show you the drawing tablet area first, or drawing tablet, sorry. So what we can do here, you have a few things you can click on the drawing triangle, I'll play this little video.
That's what I call a stage. A gleaming stage, a beaming stage, a spinning stage. 29,000 beautiful square feet of bright aluminum, color-coded with 1,000 pounds of liquid urethane. The stage is set. The set is staged for the world of shiny steel across the skies of the Big Top, built and bolted our Sunset Strip 35 feet up in the air. What do you say, Joe? We can zoom up an armada of 10 computer-guided trolleys along those giant tracks. Hang in there, Joe. Standing up or upside down like bats. We can swing and twirl in space and never lose face. It's our golden gate to glory, Joe. Someday you'll understand. Someday you'll know just where you stand. You'll see this is your odyssey. One day, Joe, you'll be a great Quidam.
I think that's really interesting because I think actually a lot of this stuff, like those wireframes, I believe that comes from like a really early version of AutoCAD, which I think that's why AutoCAD's listed in the credits. I'll talk about that later. There isn't much you can do. You can click this, which restores like the water dripping audio, which I won't do because it's really annoying. So you can take this little like wax candle cover, whatever you want to call it, you can extinguish the fire. I'll take it back here. So the next thing you can click on this, which I won't do just yet. You can click on this, which takes you to this little character portrait area. So you get to see the various character designs. So you click on this little portrait frame, click on that. And here, for example, here is Zoe. And this is Audrey Brisson's design, you know. It's kind of cool seeing like the original like character sketch of like, you know, like black hair, white trousers, and a green or purple shirt or pink shirt. There we go. It's pretty cool seeing how like portrayed differently. And what we could do is you can hover over like the outfit, you can see like material and color stuff like that, which is a cool feature, I guess. So click on this. You do Scoosha. So we have the jump rope solo, which you see different like materials, stuff like that. Really cool. Here we have Boom Boom, the boy. Which I love this man, he's so goofy. Next we have the metal women from the Diabolos Act. You can see what their designs are made of, which is really cool. Here we have one of the actors from the Jump Rope Act, I believe. Yeah, it's really cool seeing like this outfit and stuff. Really cool. Here we have the aviator. See like the various materials his clothes are made of, but you know, the sweater, and you have like his wings. It's really cool stuff. Next we have Chris Lashua in the I don't know what this costume's called, but I just really love it. It's kind of cool seeing like how the original art portrays like a zombie looking like thing, you know, it looks very like dirty, you know, undead type thing, but like seeing it in like a character portrait, it's really nice, it's really human. I love it so much, it's such a good design. Next we have the actor who portrays the woman in the Aerial Hoops Act. So we see like the original design, you know, all the blood and that, and then you see like the arteries. It's so cool, I love it so much, it's very nice. Next we have, I think this is the outfit they use in the musicians and stuff like that, like in the back, you know, I see them, I think, because yeah, I don't remember if that's actually in the show or not. So next we have I don't know this character's name. I call him Pee Wee Herman, but I know it's not his name. You can see like his suspenders are made of. It's kind of interesting seeing the difference between what he originally looks like and what it does look like. It's really cool. So next we have the porters from the Bankwine Act. It's really cool, like seeing the design, you know, originally it was like blue and like white, you know. It's really cool. And here we have the bunny lady, whatever you want to call her. Yeah. It's kind of interesting hearing Monza Fligulaire, or whatever you want to call it, in this background, because it's like a, you know, very nice and drawn piece, you know? So back to Zoe, and to exit the screen you hit this red button on this light thing. Sticks back here. Now that's everything you can do here besides exit. We're not going to do it just yet. So, going back up, clicking on the Thunderbolt actually takes us somewhere. So, I'll show you. It takes you to the top of the Grand Chateau. So, you can click on, this and this, but that just takes you to a different place. You click on this yellow flag, and it'll fly away and fall off and stuff like that. This will retreat in, and a giant telescope will appear. And you can click on this thing too. So I will warn you guys, this is a very finicky to use. You have to like really get your mouse moving for it to work. Like I'm not a huge fan of how it works. Like I'm really struggling here. Like, oh my god, come on. No one done. Oh wait, I just saw it. Damn it. Okay. There we go. So there's two things you can click on. You can click on I'm gonna click on this first because it's more interesting. It's more like the city environment, and you use like the radio that Zoe's mother holds, like in the beginning. So the only thing you can click on is this, which puts you out of the application, and this which takes you back to the Grand Chateau. Click on this green button, which will play a little video. It's a interview with Franco Crone. I don't know honestly where this is from. I think this is from the document, like the circle within our coming full circle, or what it's called, the Quidam documentary. But I'll just play it here. And yes, it's stacked and pressed. It's really, yeah.
A Quidam is what each of us is to someone else. In other words, we are strangers to someone, to many people, to at least 5,999,000,000 people. We are all Quidams. There are Quidams all over the place. It's what we are to other people who don't know us. By working with Cirque, I have made friends all over the world. I know these people. I have touched them, looked at them, talked with them, and when something happens in their country, I feel much more involved now, more sensitive to what is going on, because I know someone who lives there. For me, Quidam is the silent majority, people we no longer have time to look at. We are clobbered with information. Never before in the history of the world has there been so much information. At the same time, people are probably just as lost as they were in the Middle Ages. For me, the Quidam pays a kind of tribute to the joys and suffering of everyday people. Everyone who does not appear in ads or television clips or in the public spotlight. These are gawkers, people who wander all over the place.
So yeah, that's a really cool interview. So click back on this, it'll take you back to here. So here we have to do, oh, there we go. So the only other thing you can click on in this screen, well, you have this, but you also have the carpet that Marx is made out of. So it's a pretty interesting little video. It's from like Zoe's perspective, so I'll just play it.
When Mommy and Daddy don't listen to me, I can suspend them for a minute or 2 or 3. Because after all, I'm busy too. I've got a million things to do. All my Quidams are on the go, ready to move and give a show. Like there's Johnny and my friend Carl. One may grumble, the other snarl. If I don't tell them very soon which I'll take on my honeymoon. So I consult my shamanitas in blue. They tell me Johnny's a giant, too big for you, and one day he might be untrue. Now Carl is a sweet but frantic romantic. He'll fly with ease from the highest trapeze to prove his love for a turtle dove. The truth is, I'm not quite ready for Carl or Johnny. This is no time for me to marry. The world is in such a terrible mess. SOS to every Quidam, to Mommy and Dad, and all my friends. Like Funny Bunny, who's a genius in ecology, lovey-dovey, and astrology. Where is my Robin Hood with stripes forever, so we can get our act together? And when Quidams go marching in, with a jolly din, you'll want to be in that number. Out of a deep, mysterious slumber, and far from human astronauts, you shall become true Audrey-nauts, kitty Quidams, and beautiful forget-me-nots.
So yeah, that was a video that's very interesting. I'm gonna say that lightly. But yeah, that's probably everything you can do in this. I don't think you can do anything. I don't think you can like list fault stars or anything like that. You can't stick anything else. You can click those, but like, yeah. So, exiting out the application, you can stay, which you really don't want to. We can hit exit, which I will do. see, so we click on the left switch. Now, this is pretty interesting. So here is the actual credits for like the people who made this application. So you have a bunch of people, you know, it's pretty cool because like, just this whole CD as a concept is just mind-blowing, and I wish more circles had this because I don't think any other circle has it, because I don't think Lanuba has it, I don't think Berkai has it, I don't think Mysteria has it, I don't think O has it, I don't think any of that stuff has it, which is like so weird because this is so cool. I love this. This is great. I mean, hell, Quidam's 30th anniversary is coming up. I mean, it'd be really cool circuit if they like made a remastering of this. But they won't, obviously, but like it'd be really cool though still. So yeah, this is kind of a unique find for me. Like now we have the actual credits for Quidam of the show, and you have like Frank Ricone, you have Benoit Distrust, Debbie Brown, that kind of stuff. Here are the actual actors who were in this in 1996. So you have like Chris Lashua, Olga Pekinkov, you know, various people like that. And here are the musicians. Strangely enough, Andre Brisson isn't listed like at all. It's only Max Louvois, the singer, which is kind of weird. So, no. That's really it, cause oh, fuck off. But yeah, that's all that really is in this CD. So yeah, kind of an interesting little find I found, and I haven't really seen anyone talk about this online. Period. You know, I haven't seen any YouTube videos of this. Haven't seen any like Google discussions about this. Like you like searching this on Google will get you the like trying to buy the CD and not anything about the application itself. So I kind of hope that like this video will shed some light onto this, because like going into properties, like for a second, let me show you some things. So now originally this was a projector skeleton, which I think this is like some kind of old kind of stuff. I really don't know what that is, so I'm gonna do some research into that, see what I can find. Maybe make a follow-up video about like the history about this or something, because like this is very interesting stuff that I've never seen anyone talk about. So, you know, just kind of hope someone a little more experienced in this knows more about me than this, because yeah, this is still very cool stuff. Yeah. Bye.